The General Dynamics F-111 was a bold and transformative step in the evolution of American military aviation. Designed at a time when the United States faced increasing strategic and tactical challenges globally, the F-111 was envisioned not merely as a tactical fighter or bomber, but as a versatile long-range strike aircraft that could fulfill multiple roles. From its inception, the program aimed to deliver unmatched speed, range, and payload, attributes that made the F-111 a strategic game-changer in U.S. airpower from the late 1960s through the 1990s. The aircraft's origins trace back to a period of intense geopolitical tension, where the U.S. military sought platforms that could respond rapidly and with overwhelming force deep within adversary territory. The F-111 was developed to fly long distances at high subsonic and supersonic speeds, reach hardened targets, operate day or night, in all weather, and penetrate enemy airspace while flying under radar coverage. Its variable sweep wing was one of the first practical implementations of such a design on a production combat aircraft. This design allowed for dramatically improved takeoff and landing performance at low speeds, while also enabling sustained supersonic flight at higher altitudes. Key to its mission capability was the incorporation of terrain-following radar, an advanced avionics system that allowed the F-111 to automatically maintain a low-level flight path hugging the Earth's contours. This not only improved survivability in contested airspace by avoiding radar detection but also significantly reduced pilot workload during high-speed, low-altitude missions. The F-111's radar system was among the most advanced of its generation, and its integration with autopilot allowed precision navigation under some of the most dangerous conditions imaginable. The aircraft's internal weapons bay and external hardpoints gave it flexibility to deliver a wide range of munitions, allowing it to fulfill tactical, operational, and strategic objectives. Its internal bomb bay helped reduce drag, enhancing range and speed, key advantages for deep strike operations. In actual missions, the F-111 could carry a heavier bomb load than most strike aircraft of its era, with a larger combat radius and higher survivability in high-threat zones. Its endurance and range meant that it could operate without relying on aerial refueling in many missions, making it ideal for rapid deployment and independent operations. Throughout its service life, the F-111 demonstrated its value in multiple combat scenarios. During major operations where U.S. air superiority needed to be asserted quickly and decisively, the F-111 was a first-choice platform for long-range strike missions. It offered the unique ability to hit heavily defended targets without the need for multiple support assets such as escort fighters or electronic jammers. Its speed and low-altitude flight profile made it difficult for adversaries to intercept or engage effectively. The design philosophy behind the F-111 centered around survivability, reach, and precision. Unlike many aircraft developed during its era, it was not a platform that relied on brute force or air-to-air engagements. It was designed to bypass defenses entirely and strike directly at the enemy's most valuable infrastructure. The F-111 was not just an aircraft, it was a strategy, a way of projecting power quickly, precisely, and with minimal risk to aircrews in high-threat scenarios. Even after decades of development in military aviation, few platforms could match the F-111's combination of high-speed terrain-hugging strike ability and long-range endurance. In many ways, it proved ahead of its time, delivering performance metrics that newer platforms took years to replicate or replace. In flight testing and mission training, the aircraft demonstrated exceptional performance characteristics. It could accelerate rapidly to high speeds, maintain low-level flight in turbulent conditions, and deliver ordnance with a level of accuracy that was rare in pre-digital targeting eras. One of the features that made the F-111 stand out among contemporaries was the side-by-side crew configuration, which improved communication and mission coordination between the pilot and weapons systems officer. The crew escape module, rather than traditional ejection seats, was a self-contained pod that could be ejected in emergencies, enhancing survivability at low altitudes or high speeds. This innovation was recognized as a major leap in combat crew safety. The aircraft was powered by two afterburning turbofan engines that allowed it to cruise at supersonic speeds while maintaining fuel efficiency relative to earlier designs. The combination of power and aerodynamics allowed the F-111 to operate independently over vast distances, often striking targets thousands of miles from base without fighter support or tanker assistance. This autonomous mission capability made it a key asset in U.S. deterrence posture during its operational lifespan. The F-111 remained in U.S. Air Force service until the mid-1990s. The standard strike versions, particularly the F-111F, were phased out by 1996. The specialized electronic warfare variant, The F-111A, followed in 1998. Despite its retirement, the aircraft never suffered from irrelevance or obsolescence. It was phased out mainly due to the increasing cost of maintaining an aging fleet, as well as changes in strategic doctrine and shifts in budgetary focus. However, even at retirement, it remained a capable and valuable asset in any high-threat strike scenario. The aircraft's influence persists through its integration into aerospace education, defense research, and doctrinal studies. Numerous examples have been preserved in U.S. Air Force and civilian aviation museums, where they continue to serve as learning platforms for engineering students, pilots, and historians. These displays not only honor the technological achievement represented by the aircraft but also reflect a broader era of innovation and strategic thinking in U.S. defense planning. Former pilots and systems officers have provided extensive interviews and records of their experiences with the F-111, which remain publicly accessible through military archives and oral history projects. Their testimonials consistently highlight the aircraft's unmatched capabilities in range, low-level penetration, and survivability. Many operators noted that they never felt vulnerable in the cockpit of an F-111, even when flying directly into hostile airspace. This speaks to the confidence the aircraft inspired in those who flew it. The F-111 was never designed to be flashy or publicly celebrated like air superiority fighters. Instead, its value was in effectiveness, precision, and reliability in some of the most challenging missions the U.S. Air Force could undertake. It embodied the strategic principle of striking hard and fast with minimal exposure, neutralizing threats before they could react. Its reputation within the military community is one of deep respect, not for spectacle, but for consistent, proven operational performance. Its technological contributions extended beyond its own airframe. The avionics, radar systems, escape capsule, and mission planning models developed for the F-111 helped influence subsequent platforms and mission doctrines. The aircraft's long career, complex development path, and deep operational legacy offer key lessons in balancing innovation with sustainability, pushing performance boundaries without compromising mission success. In every sense, the General Dynamics F-111 was a product of American ingenuity, ambition, and commitment to strategic dominance. Even long after its retirement, it continues to represent the highest standards of precision, survivability, and technological foresight in U.S. military aviation. It remains not only an aircraft remembered, but a standard against which strategic airpower is still measured.